guard shift for Hope Tech, the shipbuilder, said they are serious taskmasters. Guess you don't get that successful. I'll take your credits, sure.
This world may seem dull, but I can't think of any world that truly is. Every world has a unique origin and history of events, even without life in the mix.
Yikes.
Hey, you might want this. kind of planet may seem inhospitable, but it's just ready for some real estate developer to come in here and turn the place into a classy resort. I have something for you. long we're gone, it's always good.
Welcome to Deimos Star Yard. If you have business, feel free to dock.
I have something for you.
Greetings, Captain.
When humanity finally
Welcome
left the
to
green
Deimos.
Earth behind, the United Colonies was born.
I wish Deimos was exclusively a military contract.
Deimos ships are responsible for countless...
Deimos is more than a star yard. It's a symbol of the UC.
This is the heart of the UC.
What do we have here? A civilian in my star yard. Deimos prides itself on being the UC's first and last line of defense in space. But we're more than happy to protect and arm bold entrepreneurs that do their business among the stars. Deimos is the pride of the UC, so let's see about getting you a proper ship. Yes, they are. I flew my longsword in 43 combat missions. It never... That's what you get with Deimos. Our ships have been battle-tested for decades longer than... Certainly. When you get serious about your spacecraft, come back to Deimos.
No other ship can hold a candle to a Deimos. It's not even close.
If you want to survive out there, you've
come to the right place.
You should be honored to step foot in here.
Enjoy your stay.
Ah, it's nice to see someone not in uniform. They can be so touchy, you know. Always eager to point out the slightest problem. Oh, please tell me you aren't secretly some high... Ah, I assume you're here for a ship. Either that or Mr. Henderson handles sales. But if you want to know... I mean, they're very good, obviously. But these days, everyone's... Oh, shit. Do you know you can be lectured on being too honest? What makes Deimos special, though, is the package. We've been building ships forever, and the way we put it all in a... I'm gonna murder my enemies. Oh, yeah? Well, I take that as a compliment. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Oops. Yeah, I probably shouldn't say things like that, at least not so loudly. I've already been written up twice. Man, I could... Well, we don't have much of it at all. We have to keep... What I could really use is Jake's Stout. From Jake's Bar in New Atlantis, of course. Or... I used to love that place when I lived there. I mean, Jake isn't friendly. Say, you're the traveling type, right? Awesome! Thank you. The UC Navy. I swear that man... Deimos hired me because I know every rivet and microchip on these ships. Oh, yeah. Bye.
That feeling of sitting in the cockpit of a longsword?
Hey, you might want this.
Welcome, Captain. We've been expecting you. You're clear to dock at docking port 1.
Hello, Captain.
Welcome aboard the UC Vigilance. Did you have any questions before I escort you to the commander? All right. So, you're the vanguard that took down that terramorph on Tau Ceti. You've made quite an impression around here. Everyone upstairs is talking about it.
Damn. That must have been...
Conde's on level 2.
I almost regret missing out on all the fun. Of course, we don't normally see that kind of action on the Vigilance, but we have our moments. All right, Vanguard. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Conde should be waiting for you. Good luck.
Yes? Hey. Hello.
Pardon?
Okay, hello.
Yes. What? Can we try and focus on the matter at hand, please? Ah, there you are. Commander Kibwe Kande, UC SysDev. Glad to have you aboard. I was beginning to think you were having second thoughts about Commander Tuala's offer. Yes, I know. I was intentionally vague when I advised Mast of my needs. But rest assured, I'll answer all your questions in due time. So, now that you're part of the team, allow me to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance. SysDev's nerve center, dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element that we've been lacking. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. I do. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. Aurora is a Class A controlled substance that's illegal to transport outside of Neon. Get caught with this stuff aboard a ship, and you're looking... That's classified. Suffice to say that the smuggler who was previously hauling it will be spending the rest... Well, it's the best we've got. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operate... That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. If I didn't have confidence in your abilities, I would have told Commander... Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to know, as an undercover operative for UC SysDev, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand it. I don't want promises. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of it. Now, get out. That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head beyond that, you're complete. All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some... She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead. For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance. Basically, if you land in jail, while you're running with the Crimson Fleet, you're undoubtedly going to be fit. It's going to be difficult for you to weigh the consequences of pulling the trigger while do what you have to do. But remember, That's why I expect you to constantly seek alternative means to overcome your obstacles. Look, I can see that you're struggling. If there's a route to your goal which doesn't involve killing innocent people, use your instincts. As you were.
Howdy.
All right, we don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood? Rationalize it however you like, but that evidence is critical to the success of Commander Akande's operation. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into... You're damn right I do. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those... If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand. That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts. It's not generous, it's motivating. All right, we've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. That should do it. Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even, of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular... Well, I don't think I need to... Not really, no. I've learned... No, it's not really an appropriate time to be going over my private life. There are much more important... Let's just stick to the job at hand. But, maybe we can talk. We'll be keeping them close at hand until this operation is complete. If you're feeling particularly ruthless, you could always head down there and say hello. I'll be here if you have any more questions.
Yes, what?
Vigilance indeed. Many of these fine folks joined Sys-Def due to tragic circumstances.
Pardon.
Hello.
Captain Hicks, greetings.
I have something for you. Hey, you might want this. Got any questions for me before we head out to Gagarin? Yep. Take this. Enjoy.
The Lux condos aren't anything special, but plenty of people going
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy. And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want UC secured. I can probably help you with that. Whoa, way too hot for me. That stuff is nothing but bad news. Why don't you take your shipment and try somewhere else?
Well, hang on there. We haven't even started to negotiate yet.
Oh yeah, well, I got... This location doesn't buy shit like that when UC security's sitting a stone's... Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rule. Sure, go ahead. You shoot me and the TA will have bounty hunters on... Listen, love, I've heard it all. Threats bounce right off, so either cough up the finder's fee or try and sell that... You must be new at this game, love, so in our business, nothing gets done until money is exchanged, even if that means leaving a credit on each and every rung of the ladder as you climb your way up. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who...
Glad we could put things into perspective.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name... If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the... Oh, and it's been...
Irvin was only on Gagarin for a short time, but I know that's where we'll get our answers.
We have the tech to instantly jump across the universe. You'd think someone would have invented a way to keep rocks out of boots.
Yes?
Hey.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC gun... okay. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something.
What you need is to change...
You're a clever one, aren't you? Let's just say I have a certain influential affiliation. And leave it at that. Basically, you want that Aurora moved? I'm your... Right down to business!
That wasn't part of our deal. But I bet you're about to say it's a non-negotiable.
As a matter of fact, yes. Yes, I am. None... Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Feel free to throw as many credits in my face as you want, but that isn't the point. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the... Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most
Send some evidence ahead to the lawyer on Gagarin.
Something I can help you with? Adler Camp. Who the heck is that? Adler, you said? Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to go home, wash off the dust. Hey now. Take it easy there. Let me think about that person you mentioned. Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good? Yeah? Come on! Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay?
Technically, there are several natural geologic phenomena that can stimulate the blood effect.
What games? Sure. I guess I could ask for a 7-day shift. No, it's not. What? I know. If I give you the last of my credits. Holy crap. Really? Thank you. For everything.
Yes, Captain?
How goes?
A strong community is stronger than any.
Have something for me? There, would you look at that? He going to be a problem anymore? Nice, nice. You're kind of a natural at it, you know. If you like this guy, you think you can handle running with my, That's what I'm talking about. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Neva Mora. She's second to the big boss. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you, too.
Irving was only on Gagarin for a short time, but I know that's where we'll get our answers.
Thought we'd struck oil, but it turns out it was just another deep water deposit. That would have been wild. This life ain't easy, but it pays.
Hello, traveler. Will you join me for a while? You strike me as someone with an interesting story. Call it scholar's intuition. Some other time, then.
I could never leave these people behind. Their continued success is... I feel stuck.
Almost break time.
Everything looks exactly as we left it, right? Right.
Well, they don't need it now. Please. I've done this 1,000 times. Oh yes! I know how this ends. Had worse. Adorable! Bring it! Looking forward to more. You know what you're doing with these systems.
area immediately. This area is off limits. You need to leave. Leave the area immediately. This is your last warning. I will not hesitate to use force. This area is off limits. You need to leave. You need to leave. Vacate this area immediately, or your safety will be. You need to leave this area immediately. You are.
Watch my back! That this area is clear of hostile targets. You got a death wish?
This area is off limits.
You're done? Impressive.
I will attempt to regain sensor contact with the enemy.
I am taking damage.
Damage registered. Catastrophic damage.
Got any questions for me? Before we... I might have some room. Next stop.
Gagarin? Or... somewhere else?
Be advised that this is now a combat. Damage. All systems.